Machine coming at you with the Gaming Round Table. In this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the new update for Hunt Showdown, a game that I actually really love, but now have found myself to be incredibly disappointed in the developer for not doing what we basically asked as a consensus as the whole. They added some dual wielding mechanics, which is always nice, some new legendaries, but more importantly, a new PvE only mode called Trials, which I believe is more or less a beta, and that's what it feels like. But let's get into this. I want to talk a little bit about this. This is kind of to be perfectly honest with you, this is more or less a rant. Showdown Trials added PvE. A few months ago, the consensus was simply put, hey, we want to play bounty hunt with our friends, but not have to worry about other hunters. A lot of people went on the game developers forums. They asked questions. What would you like to see in the game? The consensus was just let us play bounty hunt with our friends. If you have to separate it from PvP, PvE, that's fine. We just want to play without having to worry about a bunch of hunters breathing down our neck. We just want to fight the bosses, kill stuff, and extract and have fun, kind of like a Destiny strike. Instead, what they gave us was this shitty mode. So on this particular, I'm going to go over a little bit of the game modes. So on this first map, which is still Water Bayou, as you can see here, I've gotten a star on it. This is a sniping mission. All you do is sit in a tower and you snipe at stuff. They give you like 5 minutes to complete everything. Some of it's medium hard, which gives you stars. Some of it's easy, like might be snipe 4 of these creatures or headshot 15 of these creatures, and they don't give you a whole lot of time to do it, and the sniping in the game has never been 100% accurate, so it's really hit or miss. If you switch over to this one, this is a running mission. You actually run from checkpoint to checkpoint. Not to mention that a lot of times they put bear traps and other traps in front of the checkpoint, and the checkpoints are wildly inconsistent, but the traps that suck is because the jumping in this game has never been great either. You don't have a whole lot of need for it. So when you're trying to jump over a bear trap, there's literally no margin for error. If you do not do it the first time, boom, you get hit. And a lot of it is don't take any bleeding damage. Don't do this. Hey, complete the trial on this. And again, kind of time limited on that as well. And that sucks because the checkpoints are wildly inconsistent. Sometimes you'll go through 2 or 3 of them, veer right, go through one on the right, go on the left, and all of a sudden there'll be one behind you. And in the meantime, you're trying to also not get chased down by these, where they've sped up the zombies and different things to make them run at you. So it's very difficult to get some of those stars, and it's very stacked against you. And some of the actual checkpoint mode, the running mode, actually wants you to stop and kill things. You only get so much time to do this, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll shoot something, and as we all know, in the main game, like the reloading is very accurate to the time period, and it's slow. But if you stop and think about in a game that want you to do fast, it just doesn't work. It's the same thing with the sniping. The other mode they offered us, let's see if I can find it. If you see the 3 zombies there, is a horde mode. Again, all this can only be played by yourself. You do not get to use any of the hunters. They tell you you're using the legendary hunters, like this is their stories, but each model is exactly the same. You're not using, according to the lore, you're not using, it says to experience the past exploits of legendary hunters. But you're not really using them. Everyone is the same model. It's the same, it's not them. And you can't really start off with any weapons until you unlock stars, which actually helps you unlock stuff in the game. But it's exceedingly difficult. Horde mode in particular is stacked very much against you. You're by yourself. You have 5 minutes to complete it. And again, nobody wants time constraints on the game. And in between that, before you're trying to find beacons, for example, you got the whole map to walk around, but it's completely empty and devoid of any creatures or anything. You're just walking around with just your fists out. Nobody asked for this. We just wanted to play bounty hunt with our friends, with no other hunters around, and kill a bunch of stuff on the map, and kill the boss and extract and get out. That's all we really wanted. That's what the consensus wanted, but you give this weird mode. Horde mode is atrocious because the zombies that they spawn in, by the way, they spawn in randomly, but they always spawn pretty much near you. So if you're running along and you don't see a zombie to your right and you turn the camera back, sometimes you're just instantly attacked and you're like, wait a minute, that zombie, what? It's spawning stuff in to arbitrarily make it difficult and spawning it real close to you. I actually have to cheese the computer and jump over like small walls where the zombies can't climb just to kill a bunch of them. You get surrounded. Some of the challenges are like set afire 10 bloodhounds, or I mean hellhounds. And you know for a fact the hellhounds are a pain in the ass in this game, where they jump at you, then jump back and jump at you, and there's this weird lag disconnect, so it's hard to get. I don't know. They just really screwed the pooch on this. I'm going to play one of these horde modes just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Let me find one here. This has 0 stars. And I'm going to go ahead and select that. And this is going to take me to Catfish Grove. I'm going to play it. I'm going to show you a little bit about this. Now, it says no hunter available because my hunter died. Now, I have to actually use this hunter. It's supposed to be, now, I read it there, it's supposed to be a legendary hunter, but you're not using that. You're using just some rando. And so I'm going to have to recruit a hunter, then I'm going to have to go, and then after you do that, I got to go back to the lobby, I can go back to this trials, and then I could play the trials. It's stupid. It says you're supposed to be using legendary hunters, but you're not. You're using a normal hunter. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you say that you're going to explore the exploits of legendary hunter as if you were going to use them because it's supposed to be their story? But it's not. You're actually using just a normal whatever level 1 hunter. So that's kind of an oversight in that particular way. All we wanted, people, at a Hunt Showdown was the ability to play the bounty hunt mode like the normal game mode, but without any other hunters. Just me and some buddies running around. The consensus was on a lot of the Reddit subreddit posts and on everything else was basically stating, hey, we want to see bounty hunt just with my friends. So many people asked for this. And another problem that I'm going to start, and the game's been out for months, is the fact that the load times are still not been addressed. They keep doing bug fixes, but nothing has improved the load times. The load times for this game sucks. It's especially egregious when you're waiting 2.5 minutes for the game to load, and then the game starts, and like in the regular bounty hunt, like yesterday this happened, and as soon as it said all the players are ready and you can go, I walked 10 feet, got shot, killed, dead because they decided to spawn an enemy or a hunter literally within 20 feet of where I was at. So here we are with my character that's not a legendary hunter, and if you look on your map with your dark sight, there's that. I can go to that. That's the only beacon. That's what's going to start the horde mode. I have the entire map at my disposal, but you actually don't. If you go far enough, it will actually put up a red barrier and say you're outside the confines of the game world. So, or whatever. It's like a little barrier. So right now there's nothing, no weapons, no nothing. You start out bare bones. You have nothing until you earn stars to unlock stuff. So this is supposed to be Bone Doctor did not scatter chicken bones for his prophecy. The hive caught in an unliving cycle rebirth was preferred target destroy and divine the future from its fall. I'm supposed to be using the Bone Doctor, but clearly I'm playing the female character that they made me buy, so that makes no sense. So let's start this horde mode, and this is where I'm going to show you how just jacked this whole thing is. It's such a disappointment. You know, so you're going to get whatever random weapon they decide to give you. You have no choice in the matter. So you have one weapon. So that's all the ammo you're going to get until you find ammo boxes. So that kind of sucks. You got 5 minutes, already 15 seconds to pass. It says kill and banish 3 hives, kill and banish 6 hives, and if you get the star difficulty, avoid any kind of damage. On top of that, these running zombies coming at you. And see, I'm already out of ammo. So I have to find an ammo box somewhere, you know, and if you dark sight it, guess what? They don't show you where any of them are at. So you gotta scour around until you find one. And so you put a time limit on me for me to try to find, now I gotta find ammo and still do all this in 4 minutes. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then, of course, you know, I'm getting attacked by these things. I got to do exactly in the game. You got to punch them away. And I got to go find some ammo wherever it might be. So you got to kind of scour around. I'm already at 3 minutes and 57 seconds and haven't... And because I took some damage, and because I did that, look, I failed medium and hard. Even though it says banished... see, now I got zombies chasing me. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, come on. You already made me fail because I got attacked. I thought it was kill and banish 6 hives. How come taking damage also made me fail the medium difficulty? But you still only have 5 minutes to find 6 of them. And again, I'm looking around for ammo, and they're in red boxes with white X's on top. As you can see, nothing. Can't find anything. And at this whole time, you're trying to not get fucked over by these zombies. This is their horde mode. You can't even play with people, which is even worse. Now, there's some ammo. Look at that. I finally found some ammo. Now I got to reload. At least this weapon's easy. It's got kind of a fast reload, sort of, for this game. Now I'm down to less than 3 minutes. I still haven't found... now I got to go back and find 3 hives. Trying not to get fucked by these zombies. You get nothing for killing the zombies, by the way. So it's good to try to find, you know, to refill your ammo. But again, you get basically 2 clips. Now I got to go find... Let's see here. So there's one up there, because I can see the blue. Oh, there's one there. Now I got to banish them. Okay, so there we go. Oh, look at all these zombies. 5 or 6 of them, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, come on. Like a minute ago when I came down the ladder, did you see, I only saw about 1 or 2, but now all of a sudden they're just, again, they spawn shit right up on top of you like that. Okay, but look, even though that red flashes for, like, I failed the mission for medium, it still counts. And it doesn't. It won't actually work. So now I gotta go find another one. So let's see here. Let's see. There's one way over there. You hope that you don't get killed. You hope there's ammo. I mean, this horde mode is just trash. I played Fuse on Xbox 360 the other day that had a better horde mode than this. It's unbelievable. Okay, here's another one. I gotta kill this thing. Okay, I banished it. Okay, I have no more ammo, so now I gotta go and I gotta go. Hopefully, I can find some. And of course, I'm burning. I shouldn't have done that, but. This is what they added for PvE, a single-player horde mode that's easily failable, where you can get you basically slaughtered. There's enemies everywhere. I got to go back and find some ammo. Back where I came, there's a box or something up there. There are some heals here and there. Here we go. Now I got to go find that last one. See, now I'm gonna get fucked, and I can't even. Damn. See, then I'm wasting my ammo again. I've got literally 55 seconds. To find the last one, which is way over yonder. Oh my God! I mean, it's ridiculous. Like they give you no time. Why do you want to put time constraints on something? Just let me play. I mean, in most horde modes, you fight waves. They call this a horde mode. You don't even fight waves of anything. Now I gotta kill this thing. Okay, now I gotta banish it, because if I don't banish it, then it's game over. I'll at least get the easy star. But as you can see, it's ridiculous. Now the trial's complete. That's it. With almost very little to spare. Failed any of the other things. I can try to keep replaying it, or I can leave. That's this horde mode. Now, I've played a lot of games over the years that has had horde mode. I've even played Halo Reach had kind of a horde mode, and you could play by yourself. But there was always the option to play with people. This PvE mode doesn't let you play with anybody. As you can see, this is the only trial beacon here. If I look around, there's no other place. So what's the point of giving me this large area? Oh, go explore. For what? There's no secrets. There's no hidden anything. You can't put up barriers. There's nothing you can do. This is the only thing you can do is try to keep replaying the same thing over and over again. So as you can see here, because I don't have any stars, I don't have any equipment. I think I've gotten 1 consumable unlocked. So there's really no reason to keep playing this at all. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. As you saw earlier, I was coming down the ladder and I saw all of one or two zombies. I ran forward, turned around. As you can see, I was instantly swarmed by dozens. Like, it was literally, I lost count. They are spawning that stuff in on us, on you, when you're not looking off camera. And it's the only explanation, because I've played it several times, and it's like there was no zombie there a second ago, then all of a sudden there was. I mean, it's like they're spawning zombies like Call of Duty's spawns. Terrible. And that's what they give us. This is what we waited months for. They kept saying we'll have a PvE mode, a PvE mode. They never said what it was. But if you go back to the Reddit post, you go back to the actual Hunt Showdown official website, you go to developer, that's what everyone asked for. Can we just play bounty hunt with our friends and not have to worry about other hunters? So, as you can see here, and here's something else I want to show you. So, as you can see, each one of these have some kind of mission. This one doesn't. If you select this map to play, right, they all say explore no matter what. I find it weird that there is no mission attached to this map. I was like, that don't make any sense. But if you play the map, there's nothing in your dark site. There's nothing. They actually put a map in here. This map here, this map right here, where you start at Elaine Sons of Fish. There's nothing. There's nothing there. There's no beacons. There's no nothing. It's just an empty map with nothing attached to it. I literally jumped into it to make sure I wasn't going crazy. Did my dark site, and there was no beacons, nothing. Walked around the whole map. I'm like, so they literally added a map into the game that has no game mode attached to it. It's just there to be there. I mean, that's such a huge oversight. It gets worse though. So if I pick Lawson Delta, check this out. Do you see any missions popping up? Do you see a 1, 3, or whatever stars? They haven't even added the missions to any of these maps. So what's the point of having them in there? There is literally nothing in the game world when you launch into these maps. Nothing. It's just your fists, no enemies, no nothing. They literally, the developer forgot to put missions or trial missions, it's going to be sniping or running or whatever, in this entire area. I mean, think about that. Think about that. They actually forgot to put missions. There is nothing here. And I guess I can load in just to show you, just to prove to y'all, which I'm going to. This is how jacked up it is. They put nothing here at all. Nothing. So if I hit play, now we got to wait through however long loading time, because, you know, this game with its loading times, I mean, which is atrocious. So nobody asked for a tower sniping mode. A mode where you run through checkpoints and you get fucked by the traps because your character can't jump worth a shit. And no one asked for a horde mode that I have to play by myself. You stack the deck against me. You give me no time to complete any of the challenges. And I mean, come on. And the hard challenges, I've noticed on the trial, every hard challenge to get that star says take no damage. Well, that's great, except when you spawn zombies right next to me and I get attacked, you got the hive things shooting things at you. Come on. Like, how are you expected to hit no damage? Especially when you start me off with a weapon it's randomized. So if I had a sniper, maybe from range, but not if it's something that's a medium range weapon or even a pistol. How am I supposed to complete something and take no damage? It doesn't make any sense. This Hunt Showdown's trial mode just, I cannot deal. You know, it's been loading for over a minute too, by the way. I know that don't sound like a long time. It is. Okay, so this is that map I chose that had no missions attached to it, right? So let's go dark site. And let's do it slowly. See any blue points of light anywhere? That's where I'm supposed to go. Or a beacon. No, there's nothing. Let's do it fast. Do you see anything? No. So I get to wander around an empty map for what? Just so I can explore it? So I can learn the layout of the land? Why? Why? Because so I can play, it'll help me in multiplayer later? This doesn't do nothing for me. There's nothing. Let me run around with Dark Side again. Nothing. You literally put an entire map with a bunch of levels with nothing to do. No weapons, no creatures, no nothing. Why? How could they have done that? That goes to show you that this trial mode is either A, a beta, or B, they're going to add stuff later, but failed to mention that to anybody, because on the update it's like, hey, we finally answered you all. We're going to give you PvE. But as you can see here, as I just showing you on this mode, there's nothing to do. They added maps and didn't put anything in them. That's a huge oversight. And even if they're saying, "Oh, we'll do it later," yeah, this is interactive, like something was, just like in the normal game. But there's nothing. Explore the map for what reason? This would be great if you had enemies and you could find weapons and you just ran around and killed stuff and then extracted or whatever. You don't do any of that here. Nothing. There's nothing to do. It's just there's nothing. Literally, a map. You put maps in a game mode and attach no trial missions to them, so it's just empty. Again, look at this. Do you see any beacons? Anything blue popping? No. Thanks a lot for giving me maps, for free that I can't do shit with. It's incredible. It's incredible. And if that's something they're going to add later, they should say that. They shouldn't. It's like, did they not know? They clearly, those are the maps are in the game. Clearly they updated the game and put those in there. And that's what you do? That you don't put anything to them? That's like amateur night right there, man. That is amateurish, like, on so many levels. I can't believe that they did that. And so, what's the point then? All we wanted was to be able to play Bounty Hunt with two of my friends or randos, and that's it. That's all we asked for. That's all we kept asking for. Just give us something. Look at this. Lost in Delta. So it shows clearly, these are the maps that don't have anything in them, but they're supposed to be stars. You see this stuff? Clearly, they were going to do something with it. This says next legendary unlock. I literally need to get blood bonds, dynamite, hunt dollars. You will not earn your first weapon that you can equip to start off with if you want to use it in trial mode unless you get 10 fucking stars. It is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Rewards claim. So I got my 50 bonds because I got 4. But that's ridiculous. And there ain't that many rewards, as you can see here. I'm really cannot believe that this map here has nothing to do in it. They just forgot to put the trials in there. And who wants to play trials anyway? The sniping game is boring. The running game is like, again, the hard difficulty star is take no damage, which is next to impossible. The horde mode, you play by yourself, no friends, can't do nothing. It's just so stupid. I cannot believe they did that in this game, to add this game mode, this PvE, and all we wanted to do, go back to Bounty Hunt. This is it. All we wanted to do was play this mode and not worry about anything else, and not worry about other hunters. Just let me fight bosses and have fun. Look, dual wielding trials mode. You've asked, we've listened. We're happy to introduce the first iteration of our PvE mode. Trials. Explore the maps, complete difficult challenges, and collect trial stars exclusive awards. So it says we're happy to introduce the first iteration, or however you say that. Which means, if you read that the way I'm reading it, is that there's going to be either new types of trials, or B, maybe we will get the bounty hunt mode to play with our friends with not other hunters. But for right now, this is all we get. And it's shit. Because I don't even want to play it. It's so frustrating. It's such a frustrating game to play in that particular... And it's just terrible. I would much rather play bounty hunt and with people or solo and kill a bunch of monsters and extract or whatever you got to do. But for right now, this trials mode, especially when you didn't add anything, which means this is obviously coming later. It's either new types of trials or maybe we'll get lucky and you will give us a bounty hunt. Other than that, it is literally a complete and total fucking mitigated waste of your time and effort to even give us these modes because they're just not fun to play. I don't want to play them. I'm not going to play them. I could care shitload less about any of the unlocks. I can't believe that you say this is supposed to be legendary hunters and you don't play the legendary hunters, which I guess you're playing their story. I don't know. They don't. No. I will only play bounty hunt. Fuck playing trials. This game, what they did was atrocious, completely inept, and has no place in this otherwise good game. This has been episode. Well, I don't really have episodes anymore. This has been the Gaming Roundtable, basically talking about Hunt Showdown Trials. Please like and subscribe to the Unpaid Gamers, not the Unpaid Gamers, just Unpaid Gamers by itself, or People's Machine Gaming Roundtable through them, or my own channel. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe button, hit me up if you want to follow. I've got another video I'm gonna bring out in a little while. Today, I want to discuss another game that I recently purchased, which is Sword Art Online Alicization Like Chorus. I know it's a mouthful because I want to talk a little bit about that game and what I like and not like about it, and because I literally own all the other Sword Art games. I have Excel World versus Sword Art Online. I have Lost Song. I also have Re-Hollow Fragment and Re-Visualization, whatever the hell. They got weird titles, but I've got all the games, and including Fatal Bullet. And I want to talk about this new one because it needs to be talked about because it's really good, and it's got some missteps, but it also has some other things about it that they don't tell you in the tutorials, and I kind of want to go over that with you. So thank you for tuning in, and as always, gamers, good gaming. This has been the People's Machine signing off on the Gaming Roundtable. We'll see you on the next episode.